Hello everyone. I'm so sorry for the delay. I have some explaining to do about some things. Also, I don't know if the chat box is working because it doesn't look like it is. So I'm gonna have to freaking open up Streamlabs and have an argument with the website because that's how this works. Yeah, it logged me out. That's annoying. Log me back in, please. I need my chat box. I'm desperate for my chat box. So, today we are going to be doing some prep work for the zoo project. I have decided I'm going to be doing it in my single player world, because I don't really want to let that project idea die. It was my favorite project idea, so we're going to just continue doing it, I guess. I don't have all the materials yet, so today's mostly going to be material grind. Yeah. So, the reason I was so delayed today is because, like, 5 minutes before stream started, my Stream Deck arrived in the mail. So I have a Stream Deck now, which is pretty awesome. But it's not really set up yet. All I can do is volume controls. Yes, I'm with the jacket model, and chat box is working now. Amazing. I got it fixed. Yeah, so that's kind of the plan for today. What's going on. Hopefully next stream I'll have this set up and then I can control OBS with the Stream Deck, and that makes things so much easier. It's crazy how much better it would be. But we're just gonna jump into Minecraft, methinks. Maybe I will do a bit of a tour of the world before we get started, just to make sure everyone knows what's happening in the world, because it's been a while since I last played, at least in like a main video on the channel. So yeah, that's the plan. And I've got a drink with me this time. Yes. I love how much it glitches my model when I do that. Alright, let my world load in, because it's gonna lag a bit. I was like, before stream started today, I was like frantically just trying to gather as much materials as possible, so that I don't have to do all of it on stream. But yeah, that's the plan. Malux says I'm the only one here, and that's fine, you know. It's just a party all for you. It's been a while since I've been on this world. It takes a while for the terrain to load in, because it's got a lot of stuff in it. Mostly a lot of chests and wheat. Alright, we're almost good. I just want to make sure the frame rate stabilizes before I switch over. How are we looking? We're still at 10 FPS as the world loads in. It kind of happens like this sometimes. It'll improve. It just takes a second. There we go. A bit better. Maybe I will drop the render distance. That'll help. Not a party guy. That's alright, I'm not a party person either. I'm a party of one, as they say. Oh, I thought there was a mob burning next to me, but it was just a torch. Pranked. It's this stupid mountain that's next. So my base is built inside of a valley on a mountain. And so the terrain outside of the mountain takes forever to load because the game doesn't see it as a priority, which makes basically makes the world generation lag last longer, which is annoying, but it just means I kind of gotta sit around here. Also, Moose is dead. I'm sure everyone who's here and everyone who'll be watching the VOD saw that post. Moose despawned. Very sadness. I killed the llama who stole Moose, and I put the llama head from the trader llama here, so there's a grave for Moose. Alright. I will switch over the game. So here's Moose's memorial. This is where Moose used to stay, right here next to this guy. So I just have a llama head now and a rip Moose. He had a great life. He's working on a show, Malux. I saw the post. It's very, very interesting. So this is my single player world. It's been a bit since I was on here. I have an episode in the works, so I will not be showing you guys the things from that episode. Luckily, we don't have to go that way today, so you'll never see it until the episode comes out. But yeah, this is my super awesome single-player survival world. You can see it's lagging because it's trying to load the area back there. Yeah, it's this little plateau with a mountain and a valley. It's very quaint. I will do a slight tour as we run around here. So this is my wheat field. Very big, amazing wheat field. It's very hard to not trample though. Over here, this is an April Fool's prank I had. If you haven't seen the April Fool's episode for this world, definitely go watch it. It was actually a lot of fun to record that video. I have very fond memories of that video. We're gonna head out over here, and we're gonna take a look at this thing that's over here, as long as I don't trample my crops. That's why there's slabs everywhere. That. So yeah, the stream was going to be yesterday, as you know, but work had other ideas. One of my coworkers ended up in the hospital, so I had to cover the 3-hour gap between their shift and the next shift. So I had to work 3 hours, and hilariously enough, the shift was from 1 to 3, which is literally the time that I stream. So I was like, fuck, I guess I'm not streaming today. So this is the 100 subscribers monument from April 22nd, 2022. I think that's correct. Yep, that's the right day. It's just this cute little pillar. It's nothing super fancy. I will have to make more monuments for 200 and 300 subscribers. But we have down here a bunch of question marks on signs and some names. And these are the names of all of the subscribers that I had for the first 100. There's 100 signs down here. Most of them are question marks because if you have your channel settings set to private, I can't see who subscribes. But for those who had it set to public, their names are here. This is the actual guy's channel name, by the way. That's not like an error or a delete or anything. That's what it's called. This channel has been abandoned. It was their name. So we got a bunch of people here. These are all people who probably don't even watch my videos anymore. We got the Golden Minecart, I Hate Plants, Albro-E, we've got Zaius, William Paul, The Dang Doggo, John Tron, Veljko Simic, I don't know how to pronounce that at all. We got Bjorn, classic Bjorn. We got Flux, Rip Flux. Flux isn't dead, but their Discord account got hacked, and they're basically not on the internet anymore. So I haven't talked to Flux in a long time, and it kind of sucks. We got Maze 8. We got my brother right here, Corey. Amazing person right here, amazing person. Mitch Miller. We got Killer Mutt. We've got Kelvin. Gravity Silence. Gravity Silence was my man back in the day. Gravity Silence was there for everything. And I'm fairly certain Gravity Silence still watches videos from my channel occasionally. Just kind of in and out every once in a while. Really cool person. Rainforest Chicken. I already mentioned that one. We got Axel. A bunch of question marks here. And then over on this side, we have the person who hit me to 100 subscribers. I am Spetko. XXX. They were my 100 subscribers, so they get a special sign over here. And that's everyone who was a public subscriber on my list. All the other ones are question marks. So yeah, that's that. The mystery of the other missing 70 subscribers. You'll never know. Do I have anything in these chests? Got a bit of redstone. Some copper? Do I have quartz? I do. I need this quartz so badly, actually, for today. That's amazing. Any more? No. Oh, thunderstorm. Lovely. Just what we needed. So yeah, we're building and gathering materials today for the zoo entrance. I don't think you guys saw a lot of it. Jesus Christ, why am I lagging so hard all of a sudden? That was crazy. Run. There we go. Why am I dropping frames so hard? What is going on? That's crazy. Let's hide the preview. Reload the chunks. There we go. No, that's still not really doing it. Why am I lagging so hard? It is insane. I might have to close Discord because my computer is, for some reason, doing stupid shit while I'm trying to play my game here. I hear a zombie coming my way. Hello. There's a skeleton here as well. Christ on a bike. I do not know why I'm lagging so hard. What is going on? Like, what? Why do I have 5 frames per second? Skip the thunderstorm. This is crazy. Why is it lagging so bad? I've never had lag this bad before, ever. Is like my Minecraft out of memory or something? Like, what's going on? It says 33%. I have no idea. Well, the frame rate's better. I think it was a thunderstorm that did it. That's crazy. I'm gonna drop this to 9. That's what we're doing. Okay. You want to switch pickaxes? Pick this up. Yeah, my Minecraft is struggling on it. I don't know why. You call this insane? This is how it looks when I play TF2. Well, normally I get like 60 FPS, so the fact that I'm running at 10 FPS right now is actually kind of insane. I've never had this much lag on this world in my life. And I don't know what's going on. But it looks like it's stabilized now. So, in the last episode, we built this wall. It is a very pretty wall. I will continue the wall probably further down this way or something. I haven't really figured that out yet, to be honest. But I've got these towers here, and we go inside the mountain. This is a path to the storage room, which I have a lot of things I want to say about the storage room. So we'll get there in a little bit of time. I have also recently collected 2 allays, so they are chilling in here for now. This way goes out to the front exit, and there's also a staircase here that is being worked on. That goes back up to the house from the inside. And if we head right down here, this is my villager area and boat dock. So the boat dock's here. That goes outside again. And then this is my villager breeder, which doesn't look like it, but if I free cam up, you can see the villager breeders right here. And they come down, they do some fancy stuff, they come in here, they flow through here, they come down here, and they collect in this little tube, and when they grow up, they get sent. It's very complicated how this works. But basically, when they grow up, they get sent to the villager storage system, which is this rail line right here. And that is this massive redstone monstrosity that I have constructed in the basement of my house. This is an automatic villager sorting system. So these guys I have all traded with, and you can see that I haven't done a lot of trading yet, but they are in the process of being leveled up. But yeah, these slots, all these slots are empty. And that's the control room over here. And the way this works basically is I can kill or I can convert villagers into zombies and back again, or I can sort them and I can move them around automatically. All of this is automated. So I just, like, for example, I had the villager way down there in that light. I think that's slot 16, or is it slot 9? I think it's slot 16. Slot 16. So if we come over this way, all the way down here, you'll see he's dropped down to the floor. And from this position, I could convert him, or kill him, or I could move him here. So that's very interesting how this all works. And like I said, it's all completely automated. I even have this like emergency button, like the do not press this button because it will kill villagers if you press it button kind of thing, which is very cool. It's very handy to have because villager moving is a pain. So having just all this stuff automated, amazing. Alright, now we need to do the discussion about the storage room. This is definitely going to be a future video project. So I built this storage room a few episodes back, which is a few years back. It's a very pretty storage room. The leaves fall now, which is kind of annoying. So you'll get leaf particles floating around every once in a while. However, this storage room sucks balls. Like, it is so awful. I hate it. Everything is too far apart. These chests unorganized. Like, why is glazed terracotta a spot here? The granite, andesite, diorite are here, and so is tuff, but then the rest of the stones are on that side. And in general, this is just like, it is not good. And also, like, the path up and down on this side is pretty awful. The version that I made on Eternal Season 3. It's basically just a better version of this, so I'm kind of thinking I want to convert this into the other version that I made in Eternals. Because this is great and all, but it is so inconvenient to use. And it's so inconvenient to use, in fact, that I haven't used it yet. It's that annoying. So that's kind of a bit of a problem that we have to work on in the future. But that's not today's goal. If I just head back up here. Into my house from below. Here's a map, by the way. This map was made October 17th, 2022 at 12:27 a.m. Which is midnight. And yeah, it's just a map of our world. And I have a bunch of maps all around the place that like show the age of the world and stuff. I'm trying to see if there's anything notable in this area. Well, the bamboo farm, which is right here, I believe, is not there, and also the wall isn't here. So there you go. There's some pictures. Also, this place is a bit of a mess. I have chests lying everywhere because, like I said, I haven't moved out yet. Which is a yikes. Here's Peter, my parrot. He is not actually my parrot anymore. And we also have, down here, we have Braxton, my dog, who is not my dog anymore. He just ate all of my food. Okay, you hungry boy. So he's not mine anymore, and the reason for that is because if I type in chat, you can see my name is Skraby. When I made this world, I had a different Minecraft account, which was Skraby_. So all of my pets are not mine anymore, which is why Moose despawned, is because he officially didn't have an owner when I logged into this world without that account, and he despawned. Because the Wandering Trader showed up and it reset his despawn timer. It sucks, but that's the way the world works sometimes. And I am collecting some clay over here, because I need clay. And we can dig all this up now. So I have most of the materials for the Zooseum front entrance. And I have an idea of where I want it to go. I found a very big open plains biome, which kind of suits the needs of the area. It does have some forest nearby as well, so we have to do some clearing. But if I go into the map, this is my world. It's a very big world. You can see here I've got zoo. Zooseum's going to be down here. It's going to be in this plains biome. Also, I'm going to remove almost all the trees in this dark oak forest. And some of the trees down here and over here are also going to go. The swamp is probably just going to stay the way it is. But that's where the zoo is going to go. It's going to be basically this whole sea to sea, coast to coast area. For size reference, that is significantly larger than the base I already have. Yeah. Also, I guess there's one more thing I want to tour. Well, a few more things. We have the Bumble Shack over here. This is my bee farm. The bees are not very productive right now because the hives have been full for years. But they just kind of roam around in there and they have a good time. And then we also have something awesome in the basement. I need to get a new computer so bad. It kills me. We're heading down to the basement, all the way down to the bottom. And when I say all the way down to the bottom, I mean all the way down to the bottom. We're going all the way down to the bottom. Because there's something down here that I need to show you guys you may have not seen. So I started this world, if you couldn't tell by the terrain generation, before caves and cliffs came out. Which means my world generated with a depth going down to Y0. So there's bedrock down here. Those of you who know how Minecraft currently works, this should not be here. Because we are at Y5, this should be deep slate. Because Minecraft converts bedrock to deep slate when you upgrade your world. However, it wasn't always like that. In a snapshot version, during Caves and Cliffs development, before they added the deep, dark, and all the caves and all that stuff, they just made the world taller. And then they left the bottom exposed. So we can go into the void on my world. Hello! I have this big hanging space you could build here. You can do whatever you want here. It is awesome. The lighting has changed a bit. It used to be completely pitch black down here, but updates since then have removed that void fog, and so now there's a white horizon, which is still pretty cool. But we are going to build a city down here eventually. This is definitely a plan. It's a thing that's going to happen. I just haven't gotten to it yet. But I already have some plans made for it. I love this place so much. It's such a mood being down here. And if you're curious, yes, this does just drop into the void. The actual void is down here. But it's just awesome. I love this place. And it'll make such a cool build. So that's definitely on the bucket list of things to do on this world. Hopefully sooner rather than later. Where's the exit? Exit's on this side. The only problem is I got a lot of bedrock removing to do to get the building here. Which shucks, but that's the way things are. So yeah, that's it for the world tour for the things that matter. Why do you so cool world? I'm going to assume you mean, why do I have a world that's so cool? The answer is I wasn't playing on this world for a long time actually, and this is the world that Mikey Mac saw for the first time when he discovered me, and this is the world that made them want me to join Eternals. So we're kind of like going back to my origins here, I guess. This isn't my first survival world though. I have done a lot of other survival things on this channel. This was kind of like my break from servers, and then we went back to servers, and that's how the world works. Bricks, it's fun. So we need a lot of materials. I don't have the material list pop up on stream. It's long. It's a notepad document. I'm about halfway done collecting things, or so. 150 brick walls is what I need, which is annoying, because clay is hard to get, because it's expensive. But I think we should be good. Okay. Get the dripstone out of here. Bricks. Walls. We need 150. If I take those out. 128, 140, we need 10 more walls. Amazing. 150, there we go. And I have 5 bricks left over. And I'm gonna need those 5 bricks. And probably a bit more. Which probably means I'm gonna have to make more mud. Because 12 clay balls is not enough. Alright, I can mark that off the list. Save that. I need to keep this list small so I can see chat at the same time. Oh yeah, so this is my collection for the build. There's a lot of things that we need. There's even more. I have quartz pillars to add. Do I have enough quartz now? Because I need 750 quartz pillars for this build. Let me... I have a calculator, so I don't have to open up Chrome to do math anymore. 750 divided by 64. We need 8 stacks of pillars. No, we need 12 stacks. My bad, I can't read. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, we're like 1 stack of quartz short. Okay, well, that'll work for now. I hope. Question mark. Exclamation point. I mean, I could go into the nether and just mine a bit more quartz. I have not set up the gold farm on this world yet because I just built the one on Eternals, and I kind of don't want to do it again. But I also kind of need to do it again, so that's probably also going to be happening. But the next episode is actually very, very close to almost being done. I just have like 1 clip left to record, and then I have to edit it together, and then it's good to go. So it'll probably be out. It'll probably be out this weekend. Probably Saturday or Sunday, or maybe Friday, depending on when I can get to it. Yeah. We are in the nether now. I need to find some gold. And I also need to not get shot by a piglet, which is why I have a gold hat on. We don't need a silver touch pickaxe for this. We just mine a fortune straight up. Run through the tunnel of doom. My 2 favorite streamers are streaming on the same day. Man, what a nice day. That's awesome. Who's your other favorite streamer? Because I know I'm one of them, obviously. Who's the other one? Is it... I couldn't even guess. There's too many people on the internet for me to be able to guess. We're gonna go this way. That's not the right way. It always throws me off. It's this way. Alright, let's find some quartz. There should be plenty of quartz this way. There's a hoglin right up there, but he's separated by lava. So I should be good. There we go. And we can mine a little bit of netherrack. And we can steal this hole back up. Oh, hello. Yeah, you can tell I'm lagging. Not me. Oh, more quartz. I don't really want that quartz. It's not a lot. This is better. Brightness, so you guys can see, because I'm not a monster. A German TF2 streamer who supports my dubbing channel. That's cool. I feel like, I don't know, my brother is really into TF2, so I feel like I might have probably seen the guy before. Okay, do I? That's not near enough quartz. I need 4 stacks of quartz to get 1 stack of quartz blocks. It's the world's worst exchange rate. Let's hop up here. And then we can go up here. Come on. There we go. I am lagging so bad. I really need to get a new computer because my computer is not very good, admittedly. It's pretty average in quality. And also the keyboard is starting to kind of fall apart a bit, as I have mentioned numerous times in the past. And I will not continue to complain. I mean, not what? I will continue to complain about it. You cannot stop me. That's what I meant to say. Well, I don't really want to spend the money right now on a new computer. I don't know. I'll probably do it in like a year, I guess. Okay. Okay, we have almost 2 stacks of quartz. I'm still gonna need more than that. That's too far out of the way. Nothing down there. Quartz is so hard to find in the red biome. Yes, that's what it's called, the red biome. Any quartz over here? That's reasonable. I mean, there's this one up here. I'm also very afraid of a ghast, like, shooting me off the ledge here. Or lava, like, coming spilling out of the wall and ruining my day. Those are all very possible things. So, you know, it worked the other day. We were kind of just, like, goofing off a bit, admittedly. And I made a joke about how the Employee of the Day ballot box never gets used. And, like, to be honest, it doesn't. Like, no one cares enough to bother with it. And I jokingly looked in the box, thinking there wouldn't be anything in there. And lo and behold, the only thing in the box was a ballot nomination for me for Employee of the Month. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I swear I didn't know. But also, like, I don't see myself as a kind of person that would have deserved or earned something like that. Also, there's another fortress here. I didn't know there was another fortress here. I don't even know if I've been in this fortress. Do I take a detour for this? This is so much closer than my old one. My other nether fortress is like 500 blocks from here. Also, all my achievements are reset because this is a new account, just so you guys are aware. So I will be getting achievements for all kinds of things that I shouldn't. Nothing down there? I guess we'll do a bit of Nether Fortress exploring. If I can get some Wither Skulls, that would be amazing. Sweet, I love some diamonds. Alright, let's see, what's down? Nothing. Dead end! Woohoo! Super happy with my keyboard, especially happy with my mouse. I like my mouse. The middle mouse click button does not work. But the rest of the mouse is very comfortable. My keyboard is part of my laptop, and it sucks. Nether warts, don't need that. Iron, take it. Gold, take it. There's a wither skeleton. Oh, wither skeleton's immune to fire. I totally forgot about that. I will say, lagging definitely helps fight mobs. Let's see what's down here. I don't need blaze rods, so I'm not going to worry about that. Ooh, gold. Quartz. Gold. Gold quartz. We'll take what I can get. Sprint. Do we have any more? No. I would like to get a beacon, actually. It's not a bad idea. Nothing here anyways. I think we came from there. Dead end. Tree. Dead end anyways. A chest. And the dead end. With some gold. That wasn't too bad. I kinda wish I had more than that. It's the most scary thing to tap in your forever world when you weren't on for a while. Especially when your friend isn't there. I smell a story. So you have a forever world that you used to play with a friend and they don't play anymore, so it's lonely is what you're saying. I see. This is the dead end. Okay. I gotta figure out how to get out of here now. I don't even know where's where. I've been here. Been here. I think this is where I came from. Oh! You scared the shit out of me, dude. Are you being angry at me for not wearing gold? You don't even have a sword. You don't even care about me. That's pretty amazing. Alright, what's up here? More tree. The outside is up here. There's almost always a wither skeleton in these rooms. Okay, well, I don't really feel like going outside for blaze, so we're gonna ignore that. I gotta figure out how to get out of here, man. I think it's this way. Oh, speaking of blaze. Let's go this way. Nothing. Awesome. Love it. Money back guarantee. Alright. Well, that was an alright nether fortress, I guess. It had some things. I need to put my gold back on. This is actually a very good way of getting quartz. How did this happen? Like, why is there actually so much quartz up here? This is kind of weird. This place is filled with quartz. Well, I've got enough quartz now, but I kind of want to stay and get more, because I'm going to need more. I know I will. Okay, we're going to mine gold. I'm sorry. Piglins, they hate me. It's a good thing there's no piglins. I think the playlist has ended. Yup. Okay, we're starting that one. We don't do stuff anymore since we've known each other since kindergarten. I miss him. There was someone I used to know like that, who I knew for years, but he ended up being a pretty bad person, so I don't miss him. But I do understand where you're coming from with that, because when you have a connection with someone that long and they just dip out of your life, it does suck. I can't agree. I guarantee you guys, I'm thinking about it still. The first thing I'm gonna do when I end stream today is I'm gonna get my Elgato set up. Because this stream deck is... I got it plugged in sitting next to me right now, and it's lit up with icons and stuff. But it's just kind of sitting there right now. But I'm gonna have like all kinds of toggles, and I could have stream effects and stuff. And I could, you know, I can have stream switch buttons so that I can like switch screens easier, because the way I have it right now, I have to tab out of Minecraft and then move over to OBS window and then change things. With the stream deck, I can just press a button and switch scenes, which will be super useful. And also, I was thinking it would be a good idea to set up different scenes for different games, because right now everything does everything in the one scene. So when I play Minecraft, I set it up for Minecraft, and then if I switch to like Deltarune, I gotta change all of my settings over for Deltarune, and then I have to switch them back when I go to play Minecraft. It doesn't have to be that way. I'm just bad at that kind of stuff, I guess. So that's the way I do it. But I kind of want to upgrade my setup a bit, you know? And I think that'll be good, healthy for me and for the channel. And I gotta get out of here before I get blazed to death. I have no idea where I am. What is going on? Get me out of here. What? Where's the exit? Where's my exit? It was down here. Okay. Jeez Louise. Okay. It was this way. I gotta get back to my torch path, which was this way. There we go. Alright. We are heading home, my amigos. I would look and read chat, but if I stop moving, I'll probably get hit by something and die. So I'm just gonna keep moving until we're safe. Hello. Excuse me. Keep running. We're almost home. I've run this path so many times because I have to go this way to get to the new build for next episode. I've run this path so many times I basically memorized it already. Oh, I didn't fucking eat. I don't know what's up with the lag. It's kind of nuts. Also, I need to do some cleaning in my computer because, I mean, like, file-wise, I am running out of storage space on this laptop, and a lot of it is taken up with old clips and videos. I could probably delete a lot of that stuff, to be honest. Especially a lot of the Eternal stuff, since I'm not going to be needing most of it anymore, potentially. Moon Guy is working on reviving Eternals with new members, and I told him I'm kind of dedicated to what I'm doing here right now with this. But I might come back in a future season. I just don't really feel like it right now, you know? That's kind of the vibe I'm going with. Another horse armor, some bones. At least they're not in the ocean. That's a reference. Throw some of those away. My meager diamond supply. I need to get more diamonds soon, probably. Alright, quartz. Block of quartz. More quartz. Alright, and now I need to make some of this into pillar quartz. But I want to make sure I have the right quartz first. Because I don't want to... Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 stacks plus 1. I'll put the plus 1 in my inventory. We have 11 stacks plus 1, and we need 750, which is 11.71, so we need not a lot actually. Just need a little bit more. Okay. Actually, it's the other way around. And I can get rid of one because there's already a pillar here. Quartz pillar. Bam. There we go. I'm done with the quartz for now, hopefully. Random chest, throw it in, never remember where it goes ever again. That's how we roll here. This is absolutely out of character and it's never happened before, but don't be surprised if I'm not there anymore. What? You better not be saying what I think you're saying. I don't want none of that in this chat. This is a positive environment, and we stay positive here. A mud, nether bricks. I got a bunch of garbo. Throw it into my unsorted garbage chest. Do I have a clay chest? No. Okay. I really need to work out my storage. It's bad. Okay. Throw those in there. Alright. You're done. I have so much stuff still to grab. And talk about leaving to do something else. Okay. Whew. Thank God. I thought you were saying something completely different. Yeah, if you gotta go do something, I don't mind. You know, there's always a VOD. I always encourage people to watch the VODs. So, you know, I don't mind. I'm making content either way, is how I view it. That's probably a good way to view it. You know, a lot of people, they're stuck in this mindset that, like, if they're making a stream and no one's watching, that they're like a loser and a failure and all that stuff. I don't really think of it that way, because I do streaming as a method of getting content out faster, you know? Like, I can produce so much more for my channel if I stream than if I only make videos. So I view this not as, if nobody's watching, I'm a failure, but if nobody's watching, it's a video for tomorrow, you know? And that's a good way to think about it, because it helps you stay in the right mood. And also helps me remember that I need to keep talking, because no one likes a silent video. That's just kind of awkward. But I need lanterns, and I don't really feel like searching every single chest in my base to see if I have lanterns sitting somewhere. Pizza keeps me alive, and also therapy. Yeah, pizza and therapy does just about everything you need. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if I should do therapy. I probably need it, admittedly. I've got a lot of issues. But, I don't know. I'm doing okay right now. So, I'm fine with not, you know. Alright, let me check for lanterns. Down, hit the button, thank you. Down here. surely, look, I got lanterns all over the place here. Surely there's gotta be some in here. No, no lanterns. Awesome. Woohoo, this is a cobblestone chest, by the way, if you were curious. So, here's the question. What is your favorite type of pizza? I have some really weird favorites, and people will probably hate me for this. I mean, of course, sausage is my favorite of like the classic trio, you know, pepperoni, sausage, cheese. Sausage is my favorite of the three. But in terms of like other kinds of pizzas, I like chicken, bacon, and pineapple. I'm sorry, I'm weird. I know everyone's gonna be like, ew, he likes bacon and pineapple, but hey, it's good. I like it. All right, it's got a great flavor. I also like taco pizzas, but like specifically Pizza Hut taco pizza, because I've had taco pizzas from other places that are really shit, admittedly. But Pizza Hut's taco pizza is up there. It's pretty solid for taco pizza. 80% daddy issues. Having no safety bubble. Yeah. Sometimes it'd be like that. Which kind of sucks, you know. But yeah. I don't really have anything to say about that, to be honest. Anything I could say would probably make it worse. Malux says, "Okay, your taste." What about my taste? You think I'm weird? I'm okay with you if you think I'm weird. Like I said, I know pineapple is a weird thing. People don't like pineapple. It's sad. But I think pineapple's great, okay? I need so much more iron than that, oh my god. I'm gonna have to like break out the blocks. Why are lanterns so expensive? My god. Like, look at this. 66, okay. Now I got voice acting. That's good. For 2 more lanterns. You know, I always say, do what makes you happy. And if you're doing something that doesn't make you happy, then don't do it. You know? Don't force yourself to do something if you don't like it. And if you do like something, also don't force yourself to do it. Because that's how you get burnout. Secrets unlocked, guys. That's how you get burnout, is forcing yourself to do things that you like. Because you'll start to not like them. So, you gotta... It's all about moderation, as they say. Good things in moderation. I mean, unless, of course, you want to go hard on it. In which case, I'm not going to stop you. But, like, if I play Minecraft literally every single day for recording videos, I get burnt out so fast. So I have to take breaks. And I know it sucks for the channel because, like, it means less videos. But if I go really hard on YouTube for making videos, I just lose interest. And then videos don't come out. So I've got to pace myself. But you know, it's working out all right, I will say. Especially now that I do streaming, it definitely helps, you know, maintain a bit more action on the channel. Also, I have a vine farm. I guess I should have mentioned that. I had like 3 stacks of vines in the chest, and you're like, what the heck? Oh, hey, you know, I can actually do something. I guess. You guys haven't seen the actual build yet because I was hiding it when I was on Eternals. And so you've only seen it in this thumbnail for this stream. But I can turn on the placement and see, I have, so that I could get the material list, I have the build floating in the sky. Ignoring the grass and everything, this is the build. It's got this long bridge, which originally was intended to cross the river that was over here on Eternals. Then I had another portal built into the mountain there. And the end portal was actually in a little tunnel down here on Eternal Season 3. So that was pretty cool. But this is the build. We're just going to build the exact same thing. It's going to be block for block the same build. And it's going to go, like I said, it's going to go over here where this Z is somewhere. And you can see the quartz pillars don't look like a lot, but they are a lot. This is a lot of quartz. builds up fast. And there's also a lot of stones here for the path. The brick walls are a pain, but we have all the bricks now, so we're almost done gathering the main stuff. A lot of the stuff I'm gathering is just for the bridge, but it works. So now we need a stack of polished tough stairs. We are officially out of the group of more than one stack of a thing, which means it's gonna get more tedious. Also, I don't have I don't have a lot of tough in this world, which sucks because I like building with tough. It's one of my favorite building blocks, but I can't build with it if I don't have any. I think I'm gonna have to go mining again, because I think I've used it all already. I'm trying to see if I just like threw it in a chest somewhere, but I don't think I did. Awesome, no more tough. Okay, we're gonna mark that down as something I'm gonna have to do. That's the worst. Andesite walls. We're going down to the storage room for this, because I've got a lot of andesite in the storage room. It's the only thing I've moved down, basically. Alright. Andesite is this one. Okay, I have just regular, so we need 60 walls. There's the 60 walls. I need acacia wood. There's no wood down here, I'm assuming. Also, there's no cherry wood on here, which I'm assuming that's what this slot's for, because it's blank. But now there's also pale oak, which completely breaks this system, because there's no more space for wood down here. So, a lot of things are going to have to get fixed with this storage system. Here's acacia. I do have acacia down here. Acacia log. Acacia log. 58 acacia logs. There you go, 58 acacia logs. That was easy. We got more tough coming up on the list, and I still have no tough. Tough luck, as they say. Ba-dum-tsh. Shronk is online, guys. You see that? Amazing. Let's go bother Shronk. I'm gonna bother Shronk. What up? I'm bothering Shronk. He's probably like in the middle of making a video or something. He's gonna be like, not now, Skraby. I swear to God. Andesite wall right here. Awesome. Shronk says hello in big letters. Alright, let's... something to stream chat. Say something to stream chat. Bro, in my favorite server got a new member and I said hi to them and the admin. So then I said, you make them feel welcome, I don't have time right now. And the admin said, the fuck are you on about? Yeah, I always try, especially when I was on Eternals, I always try to make sure people feel welcome onto the Discord server. You know, I'm always the one who sends the welcome in message, you know. Because no one else ever does, apparently. But I think it's important to make someone feel welcome when they arrive somewhere new. Just saying. That's my thoughts. My 2 cents. This one I just saw something. Do we have a message from Shronk yet? No, we didn't. Also, it sent 2 copies for some reason. Don't know why. I'm waiting for the message, Shrunk. I better see a message. If I don't get a message, I'm gonna come to your house and toss your salad. Alright, we need spruce fences. 56 spruce fences. Slightly short. Yeah, that'll work. Meep, mop, moop. 57 spruce fences. Ditch 1, we have 56 spruce fences. Amazing. Is it raining outside again? Because my lag is suddenly back. This might sound weird, but I don't know how to give people love. That's not weird. That's completely understandable. I used to have a similar problem to that, but it was a bit different. But it's... I don't even know how to begin to describe it. The feeling, the mindset. Like, a lot of people... I don't know. I could talk about it, but I would just kind of be tripping over my words the whole time. But I do completely and totally understand exactly where you're coming from. And I relate to it. But, like I said, it's something that's just not really something you can say in words. At least not without some, like, extreme rehearsal. I'd have to, like, write down my thoughts and other things to form coherent words. Mouth is hard. 48 calcite, don't know where it's going, but it's going somewhere. I don't know if aside from this build, I don't think I've ever used calcite for anything. It's just sue me, but I think this is worse than diorite in my opinion. It's just so noisy, but like not in like a small noise, like in a big noise. And it's just hard to find a use for it because it's like it's clearly a rock. It's like, it only works and builds with rocks, but then the problem is the only white rock in the game. None of the other rocks in the game are anything near looking like that. So it's very hard to fit it in with things. Polished diorite stairs. I think we have some of that. Nope, just regular diorite. Cool. I have a single quartz brick in there. I have polished diorite here. Although I would like to have stairs. What's that? More quartz blocks. I think those are the ones I had earlier, actually. We'll put them together. There we go. I guess I'll switch from diorite stairs in here. Nope, alright. Polished diorite stairs, how many? 46. Lag spike. 46 polished diorite stairs, just like that. Easy. We'll keep that in the inventory there for now. Polished deep slate wall. See, the problem is I have deep slate like everywhere. I probably have the exact number of polished deep slate walls somewhere. I thought I saw it in there, but I'm crazy. Polished deep slate walls. That's nether brick. Cobbled deep slate walls. Nope. Those are stairs. Nothing in there. Nothing. Deep slate tile walls. See what I mean? I really need to start organizing better. But my storage room is just so awful. I can't. Paper and pen hard, mouth easy. I don't know. I'm not great with words, admittedly. I'm the kind of person who has to plan out everything they're gonna say before they say it, or else it'll come out stupid. Also, that is materials for the bartering farm. I've had these here forever. I just haven't built it yet, which I probably should do. That might be the episode after the next one that comes out. Who knows? Tronk hasn't replied yet. Speak. We must get our message from Shrunk. Unless he's streaming as well, that'd be fucking hilarious. Let me check. That'd be so funny if he was streaming as well. Hop over. No, Shrunk is not streaming. That'd be hilarious though. Just saying. I'm checking notifications for things, because I have a lot of notifications for no reason. Someone reposted your repost. That's a thing you can do. Okay. Deep slate tile walls, cobble deep slate walls, more cobble walls. Okay. And then we gotta check the storage room for more polish. So far we have found 8. See, if I had everything in one spot, this would be a lot easier. Deep slates on this side. Cobble, I think these are all empty. See, that's another weird thing. Why do I only have 1 chest for deep slate? Because there's so much deep slate. And I don't know why. It's because this world doesn't have a lot of deep slate in it. If you go down, obviously it's all stone down here, except for like a little bit of deep slate. So I don't have a lot of deep slate, which makes things difficult. But, you know, I'm managing. I got more than I got tough, that's for sure. Tough is the worst. But I love it. But it's so hard. I need to make like a... That's what I should do. I should set up like a mining camp somewhere, so that I can go somewhere to mine a new terrain. That would help a lot with this problem. Alright. Polish, deep slate, walls. How many do we need? 43. Alright. 43 polished deep slate walls. We can put those over there. Andesite, 42. That's easy. You just grab it right here. There you go, 42 andesite. Polished diorite slab, 40. There we go. 40 polished diorite slabs are done. Stone brick stairs, 32. Do I have stone brick stairs lying around? I'm sure I do. I built with so much stone bricks. There we go. There's for you. Those are cracked. He's cracked. I got tough stairs. Do I need tough stairs? No, I need tough slabs. Dang. We're gonna check the chest outside as well. Hopefully. There we go. I knew it. And we need 32 of those. So that's half a stack. There we go. 32 stone brick stairs. No wonder I love to act. Because you're like, because words are the only thing I can do good. I'm great at talking, everyone thinks I'm already stupid. You know, some people are just natural public speakers, and I'm kind of jealous of them. Because everything is so much easier when you're good at talking. It's just the fact of life. Okay, I have a whole extra stack of mud, so I'm gonna set up my drain setup again. I guess. I need more clay. Can never have enough clay. Sure. This torch is in the way. We will break it for now. Alright, and then mud goes on top. This is how you get clay, by the way, for those who didn't know. You make mud, which is just dirt and water, and then you put the mud on top of dripstone, and it turns the mud into clay. That is vanilla. It is part of the game. In fact, you'll see it probably happen. It can go very fast sometimes. I'd love to be quiet. I'm the most quietest thing at home. See, the thing with me is that I'm a quiet person, but I'm also very excitable. So if you get me start talking about, like, maybe we'll There we go again with me struggling with words. If you get me talking about something that I'm really into, I will, like, not shut up. But, like, if it's a conversation that I have no stakes or involvement in whatsoever, I will clam up and just go invisible, basically. Which is a problem, especially when I play on, like, Minecraft servers. You'll notice in, like, early episodes of Eternals SMP and whatnot, that in a lot of times where I was in big groups with the rest of the Eternals, I would just not say anything for, like, half of the session. I'm the kind of person who doesn't have anything to add to a conversation, unless I'm directly asked to add something. I don't know, it's weird. That's called being shy, for those who don't know. Which I get a lot of shit from people who know me, like, personally, who are like, what are you talking about? You're not fucking shy. And it's like, I am shy. I'm just not shy around you because I know you and I've known you for long enough that I'm comfortable being around you. It's the other people that I'm shy about. The people that I don't know. Luckily, though, I am good enough at putting on a mask that customer service is not a problem for me. 20 glass panes. I do not know if I have the glass for the pane. I don't think I have any glass. Oh, wait a minute. We got more here. All right. We got enough glass then. That's not a problem. 25. That works. All right. Back in the chest we go. 20 glass panes. Bing. Save the list so if something dies, I don't lose it. Let's go and check on the mud. There should be a lot of it done now. It, like, does not take very long to dry at all. See, look at that. Well, that's actually pretty slow this time. I don't know how the game determines it. It seems like it's completely random, because sometimes it'll, like, immediately turn when I place it, and then sometimes it takes, like, 5 minutes. Alright, we got more mud to place down. And we can start cooking some of this clay into bricks. Yeehaw. I have dyslexia. Oh, yeah, that would definitely make you not like writing words. Yeah, dyslexia kinda is just, like, not fun. It just makes things harder, and there's really not a lot you can do about it, which, you know. I mean, it's the way the world is. You just gotta deal with it, I guess, but it sucks. Sorry about that. Yeah, words. English is my language. 18 diorite. That's pretty easy. There you go, 18 diorite. We're gonna skip bricks again. So many bricks in this build. And I don't like pencils. I mean, I don't really like pencils either because I'm the kind of person who puts their hand on their paper when they're writing, so I end up smudging my hand like black with lead. I like pens a lot more than I like pencils. I'm a pen kind of guy. Moss block. I got moss for days. We need 16. We're down to a quarter stack size for our picks now, guys. Polished diorite, 16. I got polished diorite in here. There we go, 16 polished diorite. 16 warped stairs. Oh, that's not warped. There we go. Zoom in. I think that works. I was looking for more warped wood. $16 warp stairs. There we go. Just bad that I love to draw. Hey, you know, digital art is amazing. Just saying. I'm way better at digital art than I am with drawing with like pens and stuff. I'm sure those who follow my art, I'm sure they've noticed that my physical drawings suck compared to my digital drawings. And part of that is because it's easier to make edits to online drawings than to physical drawings. But also, I'm shaky as like, I'm really a shaky kind of person. Like, if I hold my hands out, I just like vibrate, I guess you could say. It's very hard for me to keep my hands steady. And if I try to make my hands steady, it becomes harder. Which sucks because, like, sometimes I'm trying to, like, especially, oh my god, especially with texting on phones. If I'm, like, nervous about something and I have to text on my phone, I cannot text. My hands will be so shaky that I can barely even hold the phone. Like, it's that bad. It's so bad. I don't like texting. I don't use my phone a lot for that kind of a thing. Which is funny, because you think that's what a phone's for. But I don't. Yellow banner. Okay, now we're at all the banner stuff. Which is a lot of little things. See, Peter, I'm something of a dopamine addict myself. Yeah. Let's see how now my model's doing alright. I have OBS minimized, so well, not minimized, but I have the playback window closed so it doesn't use up CPU and GPU usage. But it also means that I can't see if my model is bugging out during stream, which has not been a problem yet, supposedly. I have yellow, but powder. I thought that was wool. My hopes were so high. I also need to build a sheep farm. There's a lot of things I need to do in this world. A lot of things for stuff. I have sunflowers though. Yellow banner 16. We're probably gonna need all of the dye then. I need sticks as well. Where did I put my sticks? There they are. And I guess if we're gonna be doing a lot of things with, if we're doing a lot of things with wool, we're gonna need all the wool. So we're gonna grab all the wool, wool, wool. Any more wool? Nope. Down here, any wool? Okay, that looks like it's all of our wool for now. I think I have more sheep, right? Frames. I have 3 sheep. Amazing. We're making bank, guys. We got 3 sheep. You use text-to-speech and speech-to-text a lot. Interesting. I don't... See, I don't find text-to-speech super convenient. Personally. Because it's like, it takes so long to type things out, and then, like, the text-to-speech voice will, like, mess up what I'm trying to type sometimes. That was enough for one banner, by the way. Can we just appreciate all of the yellow dye I just used for one banner? Great game, guys. Great game. Swear to God. Alright, so I'm going to need bone meal, and I'm going to need to set up another flower. Because in this world, I do not have any kind of a dye farm set up. I just have bushes for decoration. Alright, we're going to the skeleton farm for bone meal. Amazing. Shrunk still hasn't messaged me back. I feel very ignored. Is he even online still? He is online. He's just ignoring me. Alright. Sounds cool, bro. Let's see how it is. Classic typo, red stib. It's never going away. But I spelled it correctly this time. Alright, this is a skeleton farm. I love this farm. It's so cool. Also, this chest, I'm very tempted to just leave all of the bones the way they are. Because it's very, very satisfying to look at this chest. I do not have a crafting table here. Okay, well, back out we go. Oh. All right. Okay, and we're gonna do right click, change to K, L, H, I. Okay, we're doing I. Also, I love that it's Lightmatica information thing up there, which is hilarious. Lightning. Alright. Controls, keybinds, right click. There's an accessibility setting now, by the way, in the new snapshot that allows you to do that with, like, without having to change your keybind, which I think is amazing. At least I think that's what it does. It basically just gives you the option to have hold be something that actually does something, which is very interesting. I don't have to do a lot of research about how that works and what it does and doesn't allow. I hate that VTubers are like, you know, massive. I love that you're different with your model, but it's a great change. Thank you, I guess. I don't really know what to say, but I mean, luckily, and probably for the better, VTuber corporations like VShojo are very rapidly dying. Because it turns out having a person manage another person's entire well-being kind of sucks balls. And the major VTuber communities are realizing that. And everyone's just kind of switching to indie now because, I mean, VShojo just went bankrupt. That's how much people don't like the big corporations anymore. Which is kind of wild, if you think about it. Like, people have that much power to just drive a company bankrupt just by, like, existing. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, I get it. I like the small vibes rather than the big vibes. Especially because, like, a lot of, like, bigger VTubers and just YouTube channels in general, they don't feel personal. A lot of times it feels like when you're watching them that the creator is just, like, talking to themselves rather than talking to the audience, you know? And when you have a smaller community, it's much more of a personal experience. You feel like you're actually involved with, you know, things that are happening. Rather than, say, like, I don't know. Some of the hermits on Hermitcraft, I get the vibe that they focus a bit too much on production value. And some of them, I mean, a lot of the hermits are pretty personal, which is a good thing. I like that about Hermitcraft. Like, especially if you go to, like, one example that I have is, like, the Vanoss crew. I love their content. Amazing. Great creators. But a lot of times when I'm watching their videos, it doesn't really feel like they're making videos for the viewer. It just feels like they're making videos. They've gotten better with it over time, but it used to be really bad, especially on Vanoss's channel. But he's kind of gone back to the more personalized style videos, the way it used to be back in the good old days of Gary's Mod, which I like a lot. That's the kind of YouTube that I grew up in. It's the kind of YouTube I like. Or maybe I'm just crazy. Both are options. I got bricks. I gotta get my clay. Yup. I think I used up all the mud. I don't know where it went if I didn't. Probably just threw it into the chest, actually. That's probably what just happened. Alright. That's good. I love Disney, but I hate Disney, you know? Exactly. I feel the same way about Disney, and I also feel the same way about Nintendo. It's the same exact feeling and the reason for the same feeling as well. It's just like, I love them, they make great stuff, the people who work on the games are amazing, and everything is like high quality, but also, as a company, pretty fucking shit. Like, I'm not gonna even bother beating around the bush. Nintendo's practices as an actual company are disgusting. The only thing that can make it worse is if they started leaning really heavily into microtransactions. Luckily, they haven't really done that yet. There was a bit of a problem with Mario Kart Tour, but they have since gone back on that. But it's not anywhere near as bad as something like Ubisoft or, you know, Microsoft or any of the big stinky ones. Strong is back. Do we harass Strong more? I won't. If he says something, he says something. I'm not gonna bother him. Okay, I had the yellow banners. Chiseled quartz, 14. I don't think I have enough quartz for that. We can always look. Where did I stick it? I moved it. Now I forgot where I moved it. Oh, I have enough. 14. And we need chiseled quartz block, which is this one. Awesome. 14 chiseled quartz. Well, white wool was 16. I gotta make sure I get that in the chest. Because I will forget it and then lose it if I don't. The frames are awful. It's the rain. I swear it's the rain. White wool. Did I put mud in here by chance? I did. I knew it. I knew I had more mud. We're gonna go place this mud down. Gens Alpha? Never even heard of Gens Alpha. Obviously it's a hybrid between the two gens. I kind of... See, here's the thing. What's the... Because it's millennial for people who were born in the 90s, right? Am I correct in saying that? Generation born in the 90s, 80s, and 90s. There we go. It's millennial, right? Let me look. Yeah, okay, so it is millennials. So I'm technically not a millennial. Technically I'm a Zoomer, Gen Z. Technically. However, I was born in 98. So I much more identify with the millennial community. Way more than I do with Gen Z. Which is weird because everyone's like, oh, you're Gen Z. It's like, I'm not Gen Z. I didn't have my first phone until I was in high school. My first computer was when I was like 10 or 12, and it was like a really shit Dell laptop with a broken hinge that had like 100 gigabytes of memory max. Like, I am so millennial coded, it is insane. It's wild. Shrunk came in! Ayy! Hello, Shrunk. I'm sorry if I pestered you so much with those messages. I thought it would just be funny to tease you a bit, that's all. But welcome into stream. We are just gathering materials, doing the daily grind, on my single-player world. My lovely single-player world, right here. It's going pretty good. We got a lot of things we're grabbing. My first phone was a BlackBerry with the rolly wheel. Oh, dang. I remember those. My first phone was a flip phone with 9 buttons. And a call and a hang up button. Well, it didn't even have a hang up button. I think the call button just hung up if you pressed it again. But yeah, and then I got my first smartphone when I graduated high school. Because my parents thought I was going to go off to college, and they're like, you're going to need a phone if you're going to college. And then I didn't end up really going to college, so... And I still have it. I still have my first phone. It's the phone that I use is my first phone. So, my first smartphone. But yeah, I'm so millennial, it's crazy. Happy to hop into stream. I'm happy that you're here, Shrunk. I got a Stream Deck shrunk. It just arrived in the mail like 5 minutes before stream, so that's why stream was late today. But I got distracted trying to quickly set it up. All I have is volume controls for my computer. I don't have anything else. But this is going to be so useful, especially for like switching scenes in OBS. The only problem is it doesn't have like any kind of grip pads on the bottom, so it slides around on my desk very easily. So I need to get some kind of felt pad that I can attach to the bottom. Or maybe like some kind of a pad just so it doesn't slide around. Because if I push a button, it will move backwards, which is not very good. Num num num. Light gray wool. We're going to skip the wool, because wool is hard to get right now. Let's get clay into bricks. Alright, and then we can make more bricks. So what do we need for brick stuffs? Because I have the walls completely done, right? Where I gotta look for where I have the brick walls. Tough stairs, tough slabs, brick slabs. I think I did the brick walls already. So I just have brick slabs and bricks left. So 28. Why are bricks so expensive, guys? Look at this. That was 20 bricks. That's not even enough for... Well, actually, it is enough for the slabs. Hold on. Brick slab. Also, I had a brick slab sitting around, so I have more bricks in my inventory. Once more. Oh, and there's more bricks here. I just saw some. 2 bricks. I know I had brick slabs. Did I throw them into the chest? Where did I put them? I must have thrown them into the chest. I did. Alright. Yeah, the llama makes the same noise as I do. Alright, 28 of these. Dang, we got 1 extra. That's alright. Just throw it in the chest. And then we got more bricks. So that's the brick slabs done. We need 16 brick blocks. Done. I think we're finally done with the bricks. That took forever. Alright, so the only things we're missing is tough, because I have no tough on my world. I just hit the fucking open button. Give me a second. There we go. Alright. Where do I put my bricks? That's the real question. We'll throw them in there. That'll be fine. I take it back. That was my first phone. It was a Nokia brick with the 12 buttons. Ah. I also had something arrive in the mail. I got Twilight Princess for your Wii. Twilight Princess is a good game. Zalpha is the hybrid generation with the most unique stereotypes. Really? I've literally never heard of Zalpha. I've heard of Z and Alpha, but I've never heard of Zalpha. I'm not in the loop. I'm old. I'm 27. 13 yellow wool. Really? I just used all my yellow wool to make banners. That's powder. It gets me every time. Where did I put my extra wool? I know I had some. There's no way I used it all. I'm crazy. Yeah, here we go. 13 yellow wool. Stripped warped stem 14. I gotta get my axe. I gotta find my axe. It's probably in my ender chest. Yep, there it is. The tax man. And then we need stripped warp stem 14. Which I believe is just this then, right? Strip warp stem, alright. We are done with strip warp stem. Bone block 12. I have a bunch of bone blocks. I have so many bone blocks, it's not even funny. There they are. We need half of those. That was too many. There we go. 12 bone blocks. Done. Diorite stairs, 12. Easy. Diorite is so easy. 12. Diorite stairs. 12 diorite stairs. Easy. I am young, I am 14. Dang. To be young. Does that mean I'm an influencer? I just kind of popped into my brain. I'm influencing the new young generation. Polished andesite stairs. I don't have a lot of andesite upstairs. All my andesite's downstairs. Drink time. Alright. I got 4 tough stairs that are teasing me. Those 4 extra tough that did not need to be tough stairs. I misclicked. Ooh, there we go. Look at that. 12. 12 is the magic number today, folks. That was weird. It just, like, opened my... How did it even do that? It, like, opened my inventory from the chest. I have no idea how that happened. 11 iron bars. Soon to be iron bars. Oh, look at that. It's like I was prepared. This wool, we're gonna skip the wool, because the wool setup is annoying, and it's just for the flags, so I don't need to worry about that. Skip more. 11 redstone dust, because there is redstone involved in this gate. It's not a lot. 11 redstone dust. Tough bricks, no tough, so we're gonna tough luck, as they say. Block of quartz, 8. Do I have enough quartz left over? Quartz soon be in this chest. I have enough. 8 block of quartz. Amazing. Dark oak slab, 8. We're almost to the end of the list, guys. We only have a lot of things left. Okay. Dark oak slab, 8. Dark oak slab. There we go. 8 dark oak slabs. 8 lilacs. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get those. Do I have lilacs in my chest? If so, please get them out. It hurts. I have a poppy. I'm not seeing a lilac anywhere. There they are. I need one more. Do I not have... Do I really not have a flower farm set up? You think I would. Very interesting. Alright. Where's my bone meal? I use all my bone meal. No problem. We'll make more bone meal. Lilac. That's a blue orchid. Did I grab the wrong one? Did I not see a lilac in here? Am I crazy? Could have swore I saw a lilac. I think I'm crazy, guys. None. I got roses. I got orchids. I love my orchids. But where are the lilacs? I could probably pretty easily just find one out in the forest somewhere, to be honest. Alright, we're gonna do that. Yes, I hear you. Still no lilacs. Alright. Take the bone meal. Let's go find some lilacs. There should be some in the forest. It should not be very hard to find them. To be honest, I was once against LGBTQ like 1 year ago, but now I'm somewhat of a supporter, not for the community, which should be called the community, but that's a different thing. I mean, you don't really have to be a part of the community, and you don't really have to, air quotes, support LGBTQ people, as long as you are kind and, you know, tolerating to everyone in your life and in the world, then that should be alright. You know, like, a lot of people are, like, really hardcore about, like, LGBTQ rights and stuff, and, like, yeah, I mean, admittedly, everyone should have, in an ideal world, everyone should have the same rights as everyone else, you know? But, like, I think just as long as you're kind and respectful to people around you, then it shouldn't really matter, you know, in my opinion. I'm just saying. It's probably the wrong thing to say. But that's just kind of my view about everything, is that if everyone just treated everyone with a little bit more respect, the world would be a better place, you know? And that's my thoughts. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. You know, like, as a non-binary person, I don't demand that you bend over backwards to please me or something, or give me money or whatever. I just ask that you not treat me like a piece of shit, you know? That's like, that's all I really just expect from people, is a bit of respect. And I appreciate it, you know? Every little bit counts, you know, as they say. 8 of these are mine. That was super easy finding those lilacs. We need 8 rose bushes, which I have. I saw them in the chest earlier. I just gotta figure out where they are. If not, I have bone meal. No, those are leaves. I'm colorblind. Did you know that? Speaking of colorblind, the new dye textures in the newest snapshot are atrocious, I will confirm. They all look the exact same. I like the ones that I use for vanilla tweaks. Like, the pink is like the swirly stuff. They're all like distinct shapes. And it really helps. And like, they tried to fix that, but they're not distinct enough. They're too uniform. Do you have those words? Somebody says them. Do I have words where if somebody says them, I immediately get emotional? Yeah, I do. I have trigger words. I can't really think of them off the top of my head. A lot of times it's just in the moment. But if people say certain things to me, it will immediately, not necessarily like violently or noisily, set me off. A lot of the things that are trigger words for me will just make me stew in my brain for like 5 hours. You know? Like I said, I'm not the super out there kind of person. So when I have a problem with something, I usually just bottle it inside me, which is not healthy. Don't do it. But yeah. I think everyone probably has something that would set them off, like, you know. But a lot of my, trigger words are more of like a personal thing rather than generalized statements. It's more just kind of like when people, you know, like, I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know. But yeah, I'm a very emotional kind of person. I will cry over like the most pathetic things sometimes. Yeah. I'm a crybaby confirmed. Sorry guys. Who could have guessed that the person in the room who identifies as non-binary is not the stereotypical definition of manlyhood? Unbelievable. I've been lied to. I had potatoes earlier. Where did they go? Because I need food now. Where did I put them? Alright, well, I can't find my potatoes. I had a full stack of them, and I lost them. So we're just gonna take golden carrots for now. Ian, there we go. We're eating golden carrots again. Alright, what's next on the list? Comparators. 5 comparators. Yikes. I hope I have 5 comparators lying around, because I do not have quartz left for them. If I don't. I might have to add these onto the get later list. I have 2 repeaters. Do I have repeaters on here? I have 1 redstone repeater on the list, so I will just take 1 now. I do not think I have any comparators, unless I have some in the basement, which is not impossible, because that's where I was doing all of my redstone stuff. So we're gonna go check the basement. Alright, what do we have in chest number 1? Nothing. Chest number 2, also nothing. Amazing. Alright. I have no comparators. We're gonna mark that one as a get later. Same, I'm making myself a challenge. I'm gonna list all the stuff that triggers me without crying. You don't have to. Really, you don't have to. Because I know there's gonna be like a bunch of depressing shit. At least it would be with me. There'd be a lot of depressing shit if I did that. I want to check these chests as well. Also, something I wanted to mention, by the way. This Zooseum project, as the description says, for those who did or didn't read it, this is going to be a stream exclusive project. I'm only going to be working on this project on stream. I might do material grinds off screen, but I wanted to do some kind of stream where I at least discuss things before we actually started building, so that's what this is kind of for. But anything that we build for the Zooseum will be built in a stream, and it will be separate from the video projects, which will be different projects. That's kind of the way I just like doing things with streams versus videos. It helps, you know, get like a reason for people to watch the streams, and also it gives me things to do on stream. 1, 2, we need more. So yeah, that's kind of the plan for the Zooseum build. It's basically going to be the exact same build as it would have been on Eternals, but better. Better. Diorite wall. We're down to the less than 10 category, by the way. We need 4 diorite walls. We're less than 5 now. Lag is returning. I can feel it. 4 diorite walls. Also, I don't need the clay anymore, which is hilarious. So we can just find a chest to shove it in, like we do everything else here. 4 iron trapdoors. I probably have some lying around, but I couldn't really be bothered to find them. Not in this mess. Okay. 2 blocks. Ingots. That's bars. That's trapdoor. Look at that. Iron trapdoors. That's for the ticket gates. For those who are wondering. Stripped warped hyphae. That would be the crafted version of this. And it only makes 3, because of course it does. I love you, Mojang. Why do you do this to me? Right, there's 4 stripped warped hyphae. Torches, sure, I guess. I have a bunch of torches, I just crafted some. They're gonna be in here. Because I just made all the lanterns, and I used like 1,000,000 torches for that. There we go. 4 torches. 3 deep slate. That's the regular deep slate, not the cobbled version. 3 glass, which we should have in one of these chests. One of these, there we go. 3 glass. 3 redstone torches. We're just gonna craft those. Unless I have some lying around. I might have used them all, but I think I had some. Oh, we do. Look at that. I knew I had some lying around somewhere. 3 redstone torches. I'm not gonna read that out loud, Malux, just so you know. But I did read it, yes. Tall grass? Why is tall grass on here? I don't need tall grass. Birch hanging sign. I need 2 birch hanging signs. That's crafted with these now, isn't it? I think that's that. And then it's... No. It's this, right? Can you tell I haven't made any hanging signs in a long time? I barely remember the recipe. Right, and then it's chains, which I'm fairly certain I don't have any chains. Never mind. Forget I said anything. The first chest I looked in had chains. This is going to be 6 signs. And I only need 2. Cool, I guess I have extra birch signs now. The lag is awful. We're going even farther down. I'm staying in the house, I don't need to have render distance. 2. Banners, we're going to skip the banners. Skipping all the banners. Skipping all the banners. Skip. 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 Okay. Almost done. Hopper. 2 hoppers. I do not think I have spare hoppers. But usually if I say that, it means I do. But I don't. Okay, 2 hoppers coming right up. I'm just gonna make a full stack here. And then some, I guess. I can't math. 2 hoppers. Put the rest of the iron away. There's 2 hoppers. Done. Next up, 2 lightning rods, which is just copper. Magenta glazed terracotta. No one's ever used magenta glazed terracotta before. In fact, I don't even know if I have terracotta. I got 2. But where would I put it? It's right here. That's where I would put it. And I need 2. And I have to make it magenta, which I think I have magenta dye somewhere. If not, I can get magenta pretty easily. Magenta. Not seeing it, so I need lapis to make blue, and then red makes purple, right? And then the purple and white is magenta, I think. Purple, purple and white. Okay. White, purple and white. It's not magenta. And it's not purple and red. Is it purple and pink? I'm gonna figure this out, guys, don't worry. Purple and pink is magenta. There we go. It's the expensive recipe. I hate this recipe. Okay, so I need 8 terracotta. What a waste. 1 magenta. I need 2 of these and the rest go back in the chest. And then we cook these. And that gives us the glazed terracotta. World's dumbest recipe. There we go. Alright. You should be done smelting shortly. There we go. Magenta glazed terracotta done. Powered rails, I have some because I just made some earlier today. And they are made in batches of 1,000,000, so I've got plenty. I just gotta find where I put them. Ah. Really? I'm 1 rail short? That's crazy. Which means I gotta make like 16 more. Which is great. Love it. Awesome. Amazing. Outstanding. I need a single stick. Rumor has it they can break my bones with sticks and stones. Come on. Is this correct or is it the other way? It's this way. Yep. I'm so good. Where did they put this? Put it there. 2 powered rails done. Stone pressure plates, 2. That's easy. Two stone pressure plates. A target for redstone purposes. There's the wheat. I think I need wool for the target block as well, if I'm not mistaken. I'll just use this. I think I need... it's redstone and the hay block, that's right. I need more wheat. Which is hilarious, because I live, like, basically on a wheat farm here. And I don't have enough wheat, which I think is funny. Oh, there's my potatoes. I was looking for those. And they're probably gonna, you know what? I'm gonna pull them out because I will lose them if I don't. Alright, we need more wheat. I will go grab more wheat. We sleep. And then we wheat. Will wheaten. Also, I got sub notifications working on the channel again, by the way. They were broken for a long time, but I got them working and they're new and they're randomized. So let me see if I can... Let's see if I can replay one because OBS allows you to redo a sub alert. Sure, this one. Can I do it again? Let's see if it works. Hey! Got second place! So, basically what I've done for the sub alerts is they use the Project MKMC sounds, and you can get first, second, or third, and the music that plays with the sub alert will change depending on what place you get when you sub. It's completely random. It is slightly weighted in such a way that it's harder to get first place, and easier to get third place, I think. I can't remember exactly how I did it. But yeah, it's very interesting, and I like it. Alright, that's good. Let us head out. Let me hide the preview. And pop that back up. Is the music done? No, it's just taking forever to loop, that's all. Okie dokie dokes. Let's craft this target. Target block. I keep looking at my Elgato and thinking about things I can do with it. It's just sitting here taunting me. Inactive. Very tempting. I just kind of want to fiddle with it and see what I can do. And it's got like, the thing I like about the Stream Deck is that the buttons are like actual like lights and stuff. So I can have custom pictures and stuff, which is super amazing. So I'm gonna have like pictures for all kinds of stuff. I can't wait to set that up. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna love it. Money back guarantee. No money back. You're not getting any money back because you're keeping it. No money back guarantee. I mentioned the friend I was talking about with the picture of a DVD with Star Wars 7. And he said, bro, that's the only good movie from the sequels. I would have to agree. The, was it Force Awakens, the first one? It had a lot of promise. And even though it was a retread, basically, of A New Hope, it was still pretty good, in my opinion. But the fact that they didn't plan anything out after that kind of ruined a lot of the potential it had, because you kind of felt like they were ping-ponging around with a lot of their ideas rather than moving towards a concrete goal. Which definitely it was the biggest problem with the sequel movies, I will have to say. And I feel like if they would have done a bit more planning, it probably would have turned out a lot better. We need a barrel. I don't remember the barrel recipe at all. Isn't it this? And then this? Or is it on the side? Or maybe it's this and that. Yeah, there we go. One barrel. We are now into the single digits for our collectibles. Birch trap door. I don't know why I did it, but hey, New Hope for me. Are you saying New Hope is your favorite Star Wars? Because I mean that's like the objectively correct thing to say. If New Hope is not your favorite Star Wars movie, then like, what's wrong with you? The original one is so good. It's like I think A New Hope, Return of the Jedi, and Revenge of the Sith are the only Star Wars movies I can actually stand rewatching. I'm sorry to everyone who likes Empire Strikes Back. I don't really care for Empire Strikes Back. It's very slowly paced, and not a lot of interesting things happen in the movie. It's interesting on the first watch because, spoiler alert, Darth Vader is Luke's father. Aside from that, nothing really interesting happens in the movie. And if you go in, if you already know that, and you watch the movie, it's like, I already know everything. There's no action until like the very, very end. And it's not a lot of action, it's just the heroes running away because they lose, because plot structure. I don't know. I'm weird like that. I just don't really care about it that much. And people hate me for it as well, because everyone says it's the best one. And I don't know. Maybe my attention span must be like too short or something. I don't know. It's the ADHD in my back of my brain preventing me from enjoying a movie that's probably better than I think it is. Emerald block. We're almost done. We're doing the flagpole tops now, by the way, if anyone's wondering what these are for. Gold block. Redstone block. We need waxed copper, which is that, and then we did the honey, which I have a lot of honey, because my Bumble Shack. Where'd the copper block go? Did I not grab the copper block? I'm speechless. I thought I had it in my inventory. Okay. Wax. Wax on. Amazing. Copper's done. And then the last thing for the day, a dispenser. We need a dispenser, which is cobblestone and a bow and my keyboard and a dot of redstone. So now we need to find a bow, which I'm sure I've got a skeleton bow lying around here somewhere. If not, I can, there we go. I was about to say, if I can always go to the skeleton farm and get a bow easily. Bows are no shortage here on this world. Dispenser. Da 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 da. That is the list of blocks done. I have everything except for the wool-related things and the tough-related things, because I don't have any of that. But everything else is done. Why are you in my farm, bro? Look at trampling all my dang crops. You peen. Get out of here. I gotta get a hoe now for my carrots. I don't even use these carrots, they're just decorative. That's the funny part about this. You know what? Sure, iron hoe. Why not? I don't need to grab the diamond one for just 2 spots. Boink, boink. Put you back. There we go. How'd he even get in here? Did he... No, you can't get onto the roof. How did he get in there? I'm so confused. Because you can't jump over the fence anywhere here. Oh. He stepped onto the head. No, you can't even do that. How did he get up there? Because they can't jump over the fence. They can't make this jump, because this is a corner. There's no way up on this side. I have no idea how that guy got in there. That's kind of crazy. We got ourselves an acrobatic pigman. Alright. There we go. Eat the carrot. Hello, Jade. I'm doing good. I just finished collecting all of the things for the build that I have currently. I need to set up a wool farm, and I need to do a lot more tough mining because I do not have enough of that. But we got all of the quartz today, which was a huge thing, because this is a lot of quartz. So we got all of these materials today, excluding these top 2 rows, which I had before we started. And that is going to be for this build, which is going to be the start of our zoo project. This is the front gate. Yes. You can see where the flags are and the flagpole tops and everything. And you can see the ticket booth down here. You can kind of just see where all the stuff is. We also need to get a villager into here for the build. He's got no sleeves for some reason. Mr. Hulk Hogan over here. But yeah, this is going to be... Probably we're going to work on this next stream. Do I stream daily? I do not. I wish I could, if I'm going to be completely honest. My stream schedule is incredibly inconsistent right now because work calls me in a lot. And it's a problem. They're working on fixing it. But I try to get a stream a week at the minimum, if I can. Sometimes I miss weeks when I'm really busy. It can be hard to get the time in. I will probably stream again this week. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow or the next day. Let's see, what today is Thursday? Okay, if I stream again this week, it'll be tomorrow. I probably will, because I've got most of the stuff for this build ready, so there's no reason to not. So high likelihood of a stream tomorrow, so keep your eyes open for that. But yeah. Sadly, you have arrived probably just in time for me to end the stream, which sucks, but I've been going for... Where's the timer? Where's the timer? How long have I been going for? Why is it not showing me a time? I've been going for 2 hours and 10 minutes, which is a decent length stream for me. I'm not a big talker, so talking for long periods of time hurts my throat a bit. So you stream to grow your community? I mean, not really. I stream because I like streaming, and I make videos because I like making videos. And if a community grows around me, then that is just a bonus, you know? I'm not like the hardcore kind of, like, I'm doing YouTube to make it my future career. No, I do YouTube because I like doing YouTube. And if it happens to turn into a career, then that's the way it is. But I'm not actively pursuing that as part of a life goal. YouTube is just a hobby for me. And I'm content with it being that way. But yes, as Malek said, we do have a Discord. It should be linked in the description of this stream. I'm looking to expand the Discord more in the near future because it has... it's not maybe as active as I would like it to be, but that's honestly mostly my fault. I just need to find different ways and things I can interact with the community and stuff, which would be very helpful. So yeah, I'm gonna be looking for ideas definitely to expand some things. I'm considering having Moon Guy bring space facts over to my Discord as well, or maybe we'll do something different but similar vein. Maybe we'll do some kind of like nightly community event or something. Who knows? If you have suggestions for things that we could do in the Discord, you know, feel free to drop them in the general chat. I will gladly consider all ideas, so long as they are appropriate. I'm a digital artist and I create custom artwork like overlays, profile pictures, emotes, and banners tailored for streamers. That's pretty cool. I also do art almost all, actually I should say, all the art that I do by myself. So if you're here to advertise, I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but we do have an art section in the Discord. So if you would like to share your art, go ahead. I like seeing new art and stuff. That's why it's there. Cool person who can draw. I like the art community, you know. I like seeing what people do. You know, everyone always says, you know, like art, you know, you're not a good artist for that. And I say there's no such thing as bad art. If you're bad at art, that just means you're still learning, and that means your art is good, because that is what art is about. It's all about learning. I missed. He neo dodged my arrow. There we go. Dead. But yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna end stream here, guys. I want to start tinkering with my stream deck. I want to get this thing set up because it's going to be extremely useful, and I have a lot of ideas for things I can do with it. So we're going to switch to here, and we're probably going to end up stream. But thank you guys so much for sticking around today. It was a great time talking with all of you. Jade says, I'd love to create something that fits your style. I might look into that. But yeah, join the Discord. That's where we chat. You can hang out, post your art, share videos if you make videos. You know, we're all about that. We like supporting our friends in the community here. But that's going to be it for today. Thank you all so much for coming and hanging out with stream today. It was a great time. And next time, we will build the entrance and start working on the main layout of the zoo. There also should be a normal video upload coming this weekend. If I probably will be able to finish that today for the editing. But yeah, I will talk to you all next time. Goodbye. Yeah, goodbye.